our own series next year. You know?
Skelton, hour 626. Take one.
CBS presents this program in color.
From Television City in Hollywood.
The Red Skelton Hour. We're so glad that you're tuned to our channel, 'cause we've got quite a lot you can share. No, we don't have a quiz or a panel, or a guy who can fly through the air.
There's no creature or spaceman within a mile, and no gangster to put you away.
What we feature is people who make you smile on the show that we'll bring you today. Our guest star, Dick Chamberlain. David Rose and his orchestra. The Alan Copeland Singers. The Tom Hansen Dancers. And here he is, Red Skelton.
Thank you very much. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Say, have you been reading about the latest fashions for women? It's called a eeny-meeny mini skirt. See? That's because you can't show any mold. Hey, you hear about Phyllis Diller? She went out and got one of those mini skirts, and she said to the clerk, "What kind of shoes should I wear with it?" He said, "Hip boots." You know, my wife, Little Red, she's getting ready for Easter, you know. She showed me her outfit. She put it on, I laughed. She put her hat on, and I laughed. And she showed me the bill, and I cried. You know, when it comes to complaining about wives spending money, you know, most husbands are like Easter eggs, you know. They're hard-boiled on the outside, but underneath they're yellow. If they're not, they're cracked. Hey, did you, talking about Easter, did you hear about the rooster was walking around? He saw all of these Easter eggs all over the yard, all different colors. He jumped over the fence and killed a peacock. You know what I did one Easter? I have a big parrot, see, a big macaw. And I put a chocolate egg in his cage while he was asleep, and he woke up and he says, "It's a lie." Hey, I went to one of those big fashion shows down in Palm Springs, and the, you know, they're all alike, you know, those models. They walk like they got a loaf of bread between their legs. You know? One of them came out like this. My wife says, "Good heavens, somebody stole her pumpernickel." But I tell you, the dresses are getting so short now. I went to this fashion show, and it's the first time I ever saw a burlesque show with a price tag. If the dress is getting any shorter, the moths are going to have to learn to eat meat. You know, it's a horrible thing to go to those fashion shows. You got to be a hypocrite to go, you know, especially the men. You got to pretend that you're bored so that the wife don't get mad, see? But you got to act like you're interested enough so she'll bring you back again. They had one girl there that was 40, 22, 36, and that wasn't her zip code number either. And there was one girl came out, she had on a bikini bathing suit, and the strap broke. And the manager jumped in front of her like that, and I says, "You know, they print signs about people like you." He says, "Think?" I says, "No, think." You should see the one outfit that my wife got. It was rhinestones with an orange blouse with a purple slacks with a leather belt. So I said to the salesman, I said, "What do you call this?" He says, "Early Liberace." You know, I get nervous around Easter time. You know why? All the women come out with those crazy-looking hats, and CBS wants me to be funny. You see the hats? Well, look, so friend friendly when I first came out. Hey, I saw a hat the other day. It looked like two chickens fighting in a plate of spaghetti. Hey, have you seen his little pancake hats? I saw one this afternoon. It was a pancake hat. The woman had syrup running down the front of it. And at the Easter time, that's when everybody they give plants to each other. And I know one florist that's making a fortune with Jackie Gleason alone, selling him petunias. He's got the biggest pot in town, you know. And I get sentimental around this time of the year, you know. Last year, I brought home a bunny, and the club made me bring her back. Hey, I never forget one Easter, I bought an English rabbit. I bought it for Valentina, my daughter, see. I bought two of them, a little boy rabbit and a little girl rabbit, see. And 6 months later, what do you know? I still had two rabbits. You see, they were English and nobody had introduced them. Hey, I got one. Gertrude and Heathcliff are talking. And they said, did you hear about Henrietta the hen? She is not so conceited anymore. They used to roll her eggs around the White House lawn. Says, aren't they going to do it this year? Says, no. Politicians have laid so many eggs, they're going to roll their own. You like the talking animal things? The one I like is the two chickens were talking. One of them says, how much you get a dozen for your eggs? She said, 60 cents. How much you get? She said, 65. So why don't you lay bigger eggs and get more money? She says, I see it exert myself for a nickel. Hey, did you know that they made a survey and they actually find out that animals are jealous of each other? Now, for instance, the chickens are really jealous. They're really jealous. So with that in mind, I would like to do a little pantomime of two chickens in a contest, the big hen and the little banny hen. And they can't figure out why the little banny hen's so stuck up and why she's so proud and everything. So they have an egg-laying contest. So that's what this is all about, the chicken egg-laying contest.
You hear those drums along the street, and suddenly you find your feet are marching, marching up and down the hall. Your spirits start to climb again, 'cause you can't stay unhappy when you're marching, marching. Life becomes a ball.
So don't you fret or get upset whenever things go wrong.
Put on your shoes and chase the blues by marching right along.
Let the drums roll out, let the trumpet call, while the people shout,
Strike up the band, hear the cymbals ring, calling one and all to the martial swing. Strike up the band.
There's work to be done, to be done. There's a war to be won, to be won.
Come, you son of a gun.
Take your stand.
When the helping fall in line, get bold. Come along, let's go. Hey, leader, won't you please strike up the band?
And now a word from one of our sponsors, Bold. Tonight, Red Skelton as San Fernando Red and Richard Chamberlain as Clarence Narrow in It's a Treat to Beat a Cheat on the Mississippi Mud.
There, dear. This time of year, everyone has to pay income taxes.
I know. A man makes a measly $6 million and the government wants $4. What am I supposed to live on?
Easy, Paul. Your tears are getting my diamonds all soggy.
No, I'm sorry. You know, if I could find anyone to cut down my taxes, I'd pay him a fortune.
But there are commercials on TV every day offering to help you with your income tax.
Really?
Hello out there, lovers in Moneyland. We now present San Fernando Income Tax Service.
Topless tax service?
Oh, yeah, topless. Yeah, I didn't say that, did I? Yeah, topless income tax service. We show you how to take it off without getting arrested. Sorry you reminded me of it. And now back to the Smothers brothers.
What happened?
Well, one of the brothers just smothered the other.
Yeah, I think I'll call that San Fernando. He has a nice, dishonest face.
Well, how will you find him?
Silly, I'll get the yellow pages and look under C.
C for San Fernando?
No, C for crook.
You rang, sir?
San Fernando, you were just on television.
Yeah.
How did you get off so fast?
Well, nowadays, if you don't make it quick in television, they cancel you.
You know, I can use you.
Yeah?
I had a big income last year, and I'm stuck with a huge figure.
Yeah, so I see. Well, we can write her over as overdeveloped property.
Now, please, sir, in every man's life, there's the woman he loves.
Yeah.
The woman he marries.
Yeah, but the big problem is be sure that they never meet. That's the thing.
I heard everything.
Oh, you have. Looks like you swallowed everything.
I have to go to the kitchen and check my chitlins.
You will use a warm spoon, won't you? Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Senator Dirksen. I'd like for you to meet my wife.
How do you do?
And now back to the plot.
You think you can really save me money?
I'll save you enough money, sir, that you can send your kids to college in California.
That much, huh? Very well, you've got the job.
Well, thank you, sir. I tell you what, you now owe me $4,000.
$4,000?
Yes, I charge from the time I leave home.
You want $4,000? Yeah. When did you leave home?
When I was 12.
You know, my problem is I didn't have any write-offs, like medical deductions.
Well, sir, I'm glad you mentioned that. Yes, sir, here we are. Medical attention. Here, you can write off $200 there for a sick bird. We'll take this deduction here for a sick canary here.
Now, that canary doesn't look sick.
Well, we'll tell the tax man it's a parakeet with yellow jaundice. Now, we'll write off $2,000 for travel expenses there. $2,000. Make that about $20,000 for travel expenses, you see. I'll show you how we do this, you see. You got to goop it up just a little bit there. Goomy there. There we are. Oh, I feel a little ruwal coming out in me. Yeah. There you are. Yeah, there you are.
Tell me, what do these spots have to do with traveling?
I don't know. I just put them on there. We'll tell the tax department that them's German measles, and you had to go to Germany to get them. Now for a charity deduction. How about $50,000 for Girl Scout cookies?
$50,000 for Girl Scout cookies? Nobody would believe a thing like that.
They would if they bought them from her. Here you are. Come right out here.
Say now, Girl Scouts don't look like that.
If they did, them Boy Scouts wouldn't be spending their time dragging little old ladies across the street.
So my wife sees her, she'll kill me.
Why, yeah. Well, you know, that That's a break for you. We can write it off as funeral expenses, which are deductible.
Right. Get her out of here. That must be my minister.
Who is your minister? Cassius Clay?
Slip her out the back.
Okay, I'll do that. Go away.
I'm from the U.S. Internal Revenue Department. Alert Anderson.
Alert Anderson, please, sir. I didn't mean it. I'm honest.
Wait a minute. To me, nobody's honest. I'm still checking on George Washington. He never reported all the money Martha made on that candy. I'm looking for that no-good chiseler, San Fernando. Is he around?
Oh, another live one. Yes, howdy there. Well, I've heard of loving thy neighbor, but you're carrying things a little too far, ain't you?
That's the crook, San Fernando.
Thank you for the recommendation there. What'd he do, bite you? You're bleeding.
You're San Fernando, the one who cheats on his taxes.
Well, I gotta cheat on something. I'm not a married man, you know.
Well, just a minute. I want to know some of the ways that you're gypping our government.
Yeah? Oh, how do I gyp thee? Let me count the ways. Here we are. How about a family deduction? This is called instant kids.
Wait a minute. You'll never get away with that. But those are dolls. They've got sawdust in their heads.
What do you think them tax collectors got in their heads? Now, for these babies, we'll take off for burping. That's a gas tax. I'll take off for the diaper depreciation. We'll take off for water damage.
I'm from the Department of Internal Revenue.
Well, that's my cue, so I'm going to take off for Mexico.
An interesting case on the docket today. The United States of America, a sovereign country, against San Fernando Red, a crook.
I've heard about that San Fernando. Why, the United States doesn't stand a chance.
Oh, look what's coming. One of those beginner lawyers, fresh from his graduation.
I want to present my son, the attorney. Take your thumb out of your mouth and tell them your name.
My name is Clarence Narrow.
I'm proud of my son. He got to be a lawyer the hard way.
Yeah, I went to medical school.
Oh, this is the happiest moment of my life. Just think, my little boy, a shyster.
Poor mother. She had to work in restaurants scraping off plates to feed me. Boy, I sure got tired of eating that slop.
Nobody knows the trouble I'm in. Nobody. Boy, get a load of him, will you? You boys mind if I get off here?
Pardon me, sir. Would you tell me what those two policemen were holding you for?
Well, they weren't holding me. I was holding them. They were drunk.
You mean policeman tipple?
They tipple till they topple.
Oh, as the man said when he swallowed the radish, that was a gasser.
Yeah.
You know you're hugging the goddess of justice?
No, but I know the stag lyrics to Winchester Cathedral.
She must be from Los Angeles. The blindfolds to keep out the smog.
Oh, now there's another gasser.
All right, you no dancing in court.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know he was your date.
Pardon me, sir.
Yes, sir.
Do you have a lawyer?
No, I make my own mistakes.
Permit me to introduce myself. I am a neophyte.
I understand you guys can eat meat on Friday now.
No, I'm a beginner lawyer, Clarence Narrow.
Oh.
DDBALLMDYRSE.
Oh, them your degrees?
No, my contact lenses fell in the alphabet soup.
Oh, there's another gasser, huh?
Order! Order in the court!
No use ordering. He just had alphabet soup.
Please, let me be your lawyer. I'd like to draw up your briefs.
Well, my briefs don't need drawing up. Them's my spats hanging down there.
Well, if you're looking for me, I'll be over in domestic relations court. I'm suing my mother for having me.
Hear ye, hear ye. I hear ye and you're nothing.
The Right Honorable Judge Francis Gavel.
about that? One of Governor Brown's last appointments.
This court is now in session.
And what a movement it's got in front of it.
San Fernando, take the witness chair.
With all the other things around, you want me to take a chair? Oh, well.
That will get you nowhere.
Yeah.
Remember, I'm a hanging judge. San Fernando.
Don't look at me. I ain't gonna say nothing. I wouldn't touch that straight line with a 20-foot pole.
San Fernando, you're gonna swing.
Anytime, baby. Ow! Ooh. Oh, yeah!
You called me, sir? That's my zip code. Now, if you want a lawyer, you...
Good heavens. Why, this is the most soul-searing moment since Amos met Andy.
Oh, don't think of me as just a judge. I am a woman.
You can't be a woman. My mother's a woman, and she doesn't look anything like you.
You never played scenes like this with Raymond Massey, boy. Of course, there was a little difference in their ages.
San Fernando.
Yeah.
Is this young, handsome, good-looking lawyer going to be your mouthpiece?
Yes, and if he wants a piece of your mouth, he can work it out later.
Get the case started, darling. Have you any questions?
Yes, who does your hair?
Hey, who appointed you, Your Honor? Justice Douglas?
Now repeat after me.
Oh, Pete's after me?
Repeat after me.
Want me to swear on this?
Yes.
Well, good heavens, that's the Nielsen's ratings for the last 10 years.
Yeah, that's what we swear by around here.
Oh, you swear by this?
Repeat after me. I love you.
Well, we may be able to work out something, but I...
Oh, I love you.
Darling, if we get this case over in a hurry, you and I can go to a drive-in movie.
Yeah, what's playing?
You and I.
You and I don't ever remember seeing that picture. Oh, good heavens, here comes my agent. One of my character witnesses, he just floated in.
Yes, will he take the fifth?
I think he just finished a quart.
I beg your pardon, but where do you go to take drunk driving lessons?
My good man, alcohol and gasoline don't mix. And you smell like you've been drinking both of them.
I'm going to a higher court.
Oh, I don't think you can get any higher. Give my regards to Dean, will you?
Your Honor, my client may be guilty. He may have chiseled on his taxes, and he may have stolen more than his share from the country that gave him every opportunity. He may be a crook, and his heart may be dark and mean and miserable, but he's sorry. You are sorry, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I got you for a lawyer.
San Fernando, I'm sending you to prison.
Well, I demand a change of venue.
What's venue?
When you don't stand a chance, you ask for another.
Good idea to put in that alarm bell. That electronic eye will detect any metal the prisoners might try to smuggle in here.
Say, here comes our new client now. That phony income tax fixer, San Fernando.
Trying to get away, huh? Say, Warden, I'd like to apply for a job as a trustee.
It's the electronic eye. This bum has got metal on it.
Oh, it must be my garter belt. Here, you wouldn't dare. You wouldn't dare. Here.
Now, just what do you intend to do with that?
Well, put it in the orchestra. I was in the orchestra up at Sing Sing. I played the saw-saw.
Ho, ho.
Don't ad-lib, just hee-hee. Well, there's my lawyer, the Jolly Green Jerk.
I'm proud of you, San Fernando. You're my very first client, and here you are in one of the top 10 prisons in the country.
You know, you're a beginner lawyer, ain't you?
Yeah.
How would you like a partner?
Oh, I'd love to have a partner.
Give me that saw. I'm going to cut him in half.
Now, I want my client to have very comfortable quarters. Next to the electric chair.
What? Why?
In case you want to make waffles.
I don't want to make waffles. Get this. I'm going to eat strawberries and break out.
At a time like this, I wish I were back at the clinic. Oh, I've got it.
Good. Well, spray it. I don't want it.
He needs to be outside so he'll stay healthy, so he'll live long enough for me to appeal his case and get another fee.
I tell you, you're all pump. You've got the pump of a frozen artichoke.
He needs to breathe fresh air. What about the rock pile?
I don't want to breathe rocks.
See, that's a great idea. We'll try him out. Come on.
Here, no, wait a minute. No, don't take me down that last mile. I don't want to go. I may look old, but I'm still young. I don't want to die. I don't want to die. Don't take me down that.
What's the matter with you? Stop that.
You try for the Emmy your way, and I'll try for it mine. Hi! You still are, huh? Hey, I hear you in here for choking your wife.
I wasn't trying to choke my wife. She drank my last shot of scotch, and I was trying to keep it from going down.
Please, breathe the other way. You're melting my torts.
Yes, and there's not many calls these days for lawyers with soggy torts.
All right, now get to work. By 12 o'clock noon, I expect a batch of good ones.
Huh?
I say by 12 o'clock noon, I want a batch of little ones.
That's better.
You like that better?
Don't you think you ought to get married first? You know, even Bing Crosby can't work that fast.
What am I going to do?
Oh, I don't know, as long as you don't ask me to kiss it. How do you like that? I'm breaking rocks, and he does a hopscotch. He's got something on his hip, and I think it's scotch. That's what I was thinking.
In the warden's office. Calling lawyer Clarence Narrow. You are wanted in the warden's office.
On the other network, he's always wanted in surgery.
Must be my girlfriend, the judge. The one I've got the case on.
Yes. Hey, I haven't seen so many stones since LBJ's operation. Oh, well. I don't like to say this, boys, but the string broke. Oh, good heavens, look what I've done. Why, look at that. It looks, I've struck gold. It looks like Liberace's clothes closet.
What a beautiful color. Just the color of bourbon.
Oh. You know what I'm going to do? Well, I'm going to fill my cavities with this thing, and when I get out of here, I'm going to hawk my teeth.
Good idea. By the way, where's the other side of the yard?
It's over there.
That's funny. I was just over there. They said it was over here.
Boy, I'll tell you.
Great news, San Fernando. You're sprung.
What?
You're sprung.
No, I always stand this way.
To show you what a great lawyer I am, I've gotten you a complete pardon.
You leave the prison immediately.
Oh, thank you. Leave? Well, I don't want to leave my rocks. I can't leave my beautiful rocks here.
I think he's off his rock.
Well, she's in love with the rock. He's not ready for the outside world.
Yes, I insist that my client goes to the funny farm.
I don't want to go to the funny farm. I want to stay here because I'm happy. I'm happy here with my rock. I'm happy here with my rock.
But just remember that I'm the one who got you out of here. Now, about my fee.
Yeah? I don't worry about the fee. I'm going to give you a chance to defend a guy for murder.
Yahoo!
Me, because I'm going to kill you in about 2 minutes. Both of you, I'm going to get you.
All right.
My, what a beautiful sight. Scotch over the rock. And now, ladies and gentlemen, our guest star for this evening, very talented, handsome young star of stage, screen, and television, Mr. Richard Chamberlain. Say, you know, before we get into what we were supposed to do here, were you a medical student?
No, not really.
Well, someone before you came on, they just mentioned Dr. Kildare. I said,
Yes.
yeah. Well, but you knew something about medicine, though.
Well, a little bit, yeah.
Yeah. Could I ask you one little thing?
Sure.
Can a person have their appendix removed twice?
No,
Just once?
Yeah, just once.
You're sure about that?
Yeah, I'm sure.
You see, Georgia, I win. I told you it was a rerun. Hey, I understand you're a local boy. You were born right here in Los Angeles.
That's right, Red. When I was born, my mother had to race all the way to the hospital on the freeway.
Did she make it?
Yeah, but she was pretty winded.
You know, I had to race down the freeway when my daughter was born.
Did you make it?
Well, let's put it this way. Valentina's middle name is Off-Ramp.
Well, we didn't stay in Los Angeles very long. Right after I was born, we moved to Beverly Hills.
Oh, yes. Yeah. How about that? I understand that the kids over in Beverly Hills, when they start into school over there, they only ask 3 questions. Your name, your age, and banking accounts.
No, I went to Beverly Hills High School, and that's not true. They didn't ask my age.
Hey, I'll tell you what let's do. Let's show the folks what it would be like to go to Beverly Hills, the richest high school in the entire world.
Okay.
All right? And we'll be the students talking at the end of the day. All right?
Hi, Red.
I'll talk to you later. There's a girl present. Hi there, Richard.
Hi, how are you?
Fine.
Yeah.
Say, did you get your report card?
Yeah, I got an A in polo and a B in social climbing and a C- in yacht racing.
Pretty tough schedule.
Yeah. How'd you do?
Pretty good, except for fur coat identification. I flunked in chinchilla.
That's too bad. What'd your folks say?
Well, I've never met my folks. You see, I have an unlisted mother and father. I sure wish I had a daddy like yours, though.
Yeah, you think he was nice. You should see the one I've got this week.
Well, I better get on home now. I see that my chauffeur's waiting.
Yeah, my chauffeur's sick. I guess I'll have to get home all by myself.
Oh, well, I'll see you tomorrow.
Okay.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
What on earth are you doing?
I've been riding in cars all my life, and I never learned how to walk.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, Richard Chamberlain, the Alan Copland Singers, and the Tom Hansen Dancers.
When I fall in love, it will be forever, for I'll never fall in love. In a restless world like this is, love is ended before it's begun, and too many moonlight kisses seem to cool in the warmth of the sun. When I give my heart, it will be completely, never give my heart. And the moment I can feel that you feel that way too is when I fall in love with you. I give my heart, it will be completely, for I'll never give my heart. And the moment I can feel that you feel that way too, is the moment when I fall in love with you. When I fall in love.
some rain for tomorrow. The sky will be sunny but wet. Right out of nowhere, you're suddenly there, and I say, pardon me, haven't we met? I've ordered some sunshine with showers, and I've got my scenery set. Right there with a thump, our umbrellas will bump, and I'll say, pardon me, haven't we met? Accidents can happen. Into one I'm gonna slide. There's a good chance of finding romance when two hearts collide. Well, I know that's just how it happened when Romeo met Juliet. Somewhere I read that Romeo said, pardon me, haven't we met?
Some guy will come by with a wink in his eye and say,
pardon me, haven't we met?
That line is as old as creation, but fellers are using it yet. Who cares if they do? We'll pretend that it's new when they say,
pardon me, haven't we met? Lovers through the ages found it a handy cliche, 'cause it's so nice for breaking the ice when she comes your way. Oh, that was the case with King Louis while chasing Marie Antoinette. Handing his queen the same old routine, he said, pardon me.
He said, pardon me.
Yes, he said, pardon me, haven't we met?
And now a word from our alternate sponsor. And now the silent spot, starring Red Skelton. Tonight, we eavesdrop on a dream as we watch Red about to have a weird nightmare. Don't go away. Red will be back in a minute. Here he is again, Red Skelton.
Ladies and gentlemen, our sponsors and staff realize that products and entertainment must serve to bring happiness to your home. If during this past hour we've given you but 1 second of pleasure, then our intent toward your happiness has been fulfilled. Thank you very much for our visit. Good night, and may God bless. Thank you.
No, we'll try not to cry at our parting. We're afraid we must fade from your screen. Come next week for the show we'll be starting, filled with fun like the one that you've seen. So goodbye until the moment when we'll see you all again. To our friends near and far, very well, au revoir.
This is Art Gilmore speaking.